Hello friends, Tanya here, and today I want to do a comparison video between the Distress Mica Stains and the Dylusions Shimmer sprays. I don't know about you, but I think we all lost our minds over these Distress Mica Stains last year, which were a seasonal product put out by Holtz with the Ranger Company. And I fell in love with these and I still use them all the time, even though you can't get them. So it's a dye base liquid with mica inside of it, and the mica is a slightly different color than the ink spray that's inside. So it creates this amazing shimmery, very saturated color. I love these so much. I got 2 sets. Love, love, love them. Then recently, I was looking for a way to link for everyone else to get these, even though they aren't available. And I stumbled on these Dylusions Shimmer sprays. These are by Diane Reevely. She has a whole line, mostly mixed media and art journaling themed. And I had to try them. So I got 5 colors. And I wanted them to be pretty versatile so that I could use them a lot. So I got 3 neutral tones and, no, I got 6 colors. 3 neutral tones and 3 primary colors. And here I have them kind of compared to the ones I already have that are the Distress Mica Stains. I've got the melted chocolate there with an orange. This is a gray. And I just am going to play with them. So the simplest way to do this is just to do the shimmer sprays next to each other on the same piece of cardstock. I've got peppermint stick here in the Distress Mica Stain, and I have the Postbox red in the Dylusions Shimmer spray. And we'll just spray these onto the cardstock and see what we get. Now, looking at the bottles of these, you would think they were identical. We're going to spray the Dylusions spray down. Now, this is the first time I've sprayed this bottle, so it'll take a couple pumps to get it out. And you can see that they look almost identical. Now, Diane Reevely has a reputation for being very color saturated in her line, so it's not a shock that this red is very slightly more vibrant than the peppermint stick, since Holtz tends to be more grunge. I think they are so close you could use them interchangeably though. Next, we've got the Flickering Candle and the Lemon Zest. We will start with the Flickering Candle. I'm going to try to keep the Distress line on the left and the Dylusions line on the right. We're going to squirt next the Lemon Zest, and right away you can see that these colors are different. But the way that they lay down a dye color on the background and then the mica color is different enough that it creates a 2-tone look. I love these. Now, when you're putting these away, you want to make sure you clean your nozzle and store them on their side so that the mica doesn't plug your spray mechanism. Next up, we have another pairing that are pretty close together. This is the Distress Snow Flurries and the Dylusions Calypso Teal. Just going to shake those up good. You want to make sure that your mica is all mixed in or combined with the dye component of this spray. And I just keep looking at the side of my bottles to make sure that I don't see the residue from the mica all in one big clump. So we will take the Snow Flurries mica spray stain and squirt that on one side, and then we'll pull out the Dylusions Calypso Teal, and this one I'm gonna have to look at my nozzle. It looks like it's spraying in kind of an arc, but that's okay. We cover most of the paper. Actually, it gets about 2/3 of the paper here, and again they're very similar. The Dylusions is a little more vibrant than the Distress, but we really get the same effect. Next, we have Empty Tomb and Slate Gray. These are, again, so close that you could use those interchangeably. This one is the Empty Tomb, and we'll spray that down. It's a nice deep gray, almost black, It almost looks like it has a combination of gray and black. And this is the slate gray. Now you might say that the Empty Tomb is a little bit more warm toned, like very little bit more warm toned. And the slate gray is just a very little bit more cool toned. But they're very comparable. Again, same. I'm really starting to think, or I really do think, that these are interchangeable. So if you couldn't get enough of the mica spray stains, this might be where you can get your fix. Next, we're going to use the, what is this? The Crooked Broomstick and Desert Sands. We'll start with the Crooked Broomstick. I love this color. I use it all the time. It's great for earthy things and anything you want a dull gold look to. And this is the Desert Sands, and they're very, again, very close. Very slightly different, but very close. And I love the complexity of these colors. They cover the cardstock really well also, and it's very quick. I really enjoy using these on colored cardstock also. Say you have a colored cardstock that you want a slightly different color, or you want there to be a two-tone look, like two different colors. You can do that with these super easy. Now these two don't match all that well. We've got Jack-o'-lantern, which is an orange, and then we have Melted Chocolate, which is kind of a bronzy color. I spritzed that down on the paper, and I'm actually kind of surprised at how close those actually match. They are two different colors, but they look like they're just a progression of color. So you could use these together or kind of interchangeably. I can't wait to use this Melted Chocolate because it does have so much more of that brown tone to it without it being tan and without it being red. Love that color combination. Next, I took all of those spritzed cardstocks and I used my waffle flower swatching dies, and I created these swatches for all of these sprays. There are 26 colors currently in the Dylusions Shimmer spray line, and I might just have to have them all. Yes, I do ascribe to the full set syndrome. I can't help it. I love all the colors. I want all of the colors. Then I use all of the colors. I love that this will help me figure out which colors I actually need to fill the blanks. So if there are colors that are super close, I wouldn't necessarily have to repeat them. I don't regret any of these though, and I think that I'll be using these a lot in the future. And I will feel less guilty about including them in my videos because I'll have a way to point you to something that you can use that takes the place of the Distress Mica spray stains. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more of these comparison type videos, leave me some comments below to let me know which things you would like me to compare. If I've got them around or if I think I can afford to invest in them, I might do it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to do that now. And until next time, bye-bye.